What's up, all you stone cold, superfly, illmatic, fish keeping funkadelics? You watching AQUAFUNKAQUATICS with me, AQUAFUNK. And today I'm going to be talking about some of the prettiest and rarest of the quote unquote beginner live bearer fish. I'm talking about the Mollies, Platies, Variatus, and Swordtails. A lot of people consider these to be beginner fish or low level fish, dither fish. They're fish that most people keep in the background. But some of the ones that I'm about to show you in this video can easily be standalone display fish. You don't normally see a lot of these in the hobby. Some of them are pretty rare and could be kind of pricey. But in this video, I'm going to be going over what these fishes are called so that you can look for them and some of the benefits of having them. Okay, so the first fish we're going to start out with is my personal favorite. I'm going to end the video with probably the most expensive and the rarest fish. But for starters, we're going to go with the Sailfin molly. Alright, the Sailfin molly. Definitely my favorite molly of all. Look at that one. That's a wild one right there. That's why it's my favorite. It gets about 6 inches long. It eats pretty much anything. It really likes grazing on algae. So if you have algae issues, these guys will handle it. Like I said, they get big. The males can be kind of rowdy with the females. But yo, these guys are the baddest molly, platy, or swordtails on the block. Bad, Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town. Better than the blue sea, better than you and me. Alright, so like I said, there's no particular order. The only ones that really I have in any kind of order is the first and the last, my favorite and the most rarest. But we're gonna do the second beautiful molly, platy, swordtail, variatus. We're gonna go with the balloon molly. Alright, so you want to talk about cute. Look at these little butterballs. I gotta admit, when I first found out about these guys, I was kind of standoffish. They were selectively bred to be all stubby like that, and their guts are pretty much the same size as the guts that belong to regular size mollies. But they don't seem to have an issue. They will have a problem with bigger mollies, so you want to keep these guys with smaller fish, or a bunch of balloon mollies would be cool too, you know, like a circus. Alright, so this next one's not really my cup of tea, but you got to give it respect because it brings a lot of youngsters into the hobby. Okay, so like I said, not really my deal, but their little compact bodies are kind of cool, and you can distinctly see the Mickey Mouse shape sideways on their tail or the base of their tail. Sometimes it could be a little blurred or whatever, but sometimes you get some with a very distinct hard outline of Mickey Mouse. Who don't like Mickey Mouse? Well, I don't like rodents at all, but you know, it helps with the hobby. Alright, so look at this. If Mickey Mouse's best friend was Goofy and he wore oversized overalls and big shoes and could talk, why did Mickey Mouse also have a dog that he made run around naked on a leash for? See, these are the things that keep me up at night. Yucca. Alright, so the next one is probably overall the prettiest as far as spinach goes. Got to be in the list, and that's the Lairtail Swordtail. Alright, so I'm an angel guy, so I'm a big fan of long fins, and these guys got that in spades. And the cool thing is the females have slightly longer fins than female swordtails, so it's not all about the dudes. With those slim bodies and long flowing fins, these dudes is making a statement. They talking about, I'm ready to party at all times, at any given times. I'm always dressed to impress. Let's go. So basically what I'm saying is this fish, pretty much the Dapper Dan of all these fish. Yo, if Fabio was a variatus, he'd be a high fin variatus. So yeah, definitely that long high fin definitely reminds me of some long flowing hair blowing in the breeze. But you know, their color patterns aren't no joke either. They got small stocky bodies too, but they have complex color patterns, really bright. I could imagine a tank full of these would definitely make a cool show tank. Especially that one. Look at that. Blue, red, black. Word.
Look at me though. I look marvelous. I am beautiful and my hair just flows in the wind when I take off my hat.
I need shade. God dang, I look like a burn victim. No offense to anybody who's been burnt. I can't even believe I just said that. I went too far. I just went too far. Alright, so the last fish on the list is another swordtail. It's also the most rarest and probably the most pricey of all the fish that I've mentioned so far. I've seen this fish one time in my life, and I don't know the common name because it was labeled this. Every time I look it up online, it's always labeled as this. So I guess it's so rare that it doesn't even have a common name. If it does, and you know it, please leave a comment in the comment section below so I can know that. Here's the thing. If you ever get a chance to get this fish, and you may not be into live bears, but it's pretty prestigious to have this fish. Most of these fish are from the wild, so you know you can't deny the beauty of this dude. I really do wish I could give you guys some insight on this fish, but all I know is that the male's tails grow incredibly long. They're really rare to see. You don't see them that often. Most of them are wild caught. And they're kind of shy. I do know that much. They're shy when you first put them in the tank, but after a while, the males come out front and center. Females don't have the long tail, but that's alright. That fish a bad man, pajama. Just as fly as it can be. I'm making up my own words, and you can't say nothing to me. Hey, you did it! You did it! You did it! You made it through my list of my favorite or prettiest swordtails, Mollies, Variatus, and Platies. Live bear type of fish. Quote unquote beginner fish. And some of you guys may be starting out in the hobby, and these are the fish you have. Let me tell you something. Just because you got them at a big box store for anywhere from $3 to $5, that doesn't make them any less of a fish than a fish that may cost $50. If you can keep these fish alive, that means you know the basics, and the basics for these fish are the basics for all fish. Not to mention, if you plan out your aquarium correctly and you take your time, you can have an aquarium that scape and inhabitants can rival DISCUS tanks, or you know, extreme planet tanks, or quote unquote professional tanks. So see, this is my thing. It's not what you got, it's what you do with it. All B-roll, all bloopers. What's up, all you stone cold superfly, illmatic fish keeping funkadelics? You watching AQUAFUNKAQUATICS with me, AQUAFUNK. Today I'm going to be talking about the prettiest. What's up, all you stone cold soup? Bad Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town. Better than the deep blue sea. Better than you and me. Alright, so riddle me this. If Mickey Mouse's best friend was Goofy and he wore oversized overalls and big shoes and could talk, why did Mickey Mouse also have a dog that he made run around naked on a leash for? See, these are the things that keep me up at night. Yucca. Yo, if Fabio was a Variatus, he'd be a hyphen Variatus.
Look at me though. I look marvelous. I am beautiful and my hair just flows in the wind when I take off my hat.
I need shade. God dang, I look like a burn victim. No offense to anybody who's been burnt. I can't even believe I just said that. I went too far. I just went too far. That fish a bad man, pajama. Just as fly as it can be. I'm making up my own words, and you can't say nothing to me.